Hi everyone, this is Diana from Sweet and Savory, and today we're going to make a classic peach cobbler, which is one of my favorite summertime desserts. I'm going to leave you the link for the recipe in the comment section, but you can also find it at sweetysalado.com/en. To make this recipe, we're going to need large yellow peaches that are ripe, and a way to know that they're ready is because they give a little when you touch them, and they also have that delicious sweet peach smell. We're going to peel them by using either a paring knife or a potato peeler. This is how I usually do it because it's so easy. But another way to peel them is by blanching them in boiling water for about 30 seconds. Then you shock them in ice water, and after a few seconds, you can take the peel right off with your fingers or with a paring knife. After we peel them, we're going to remove the pit. For this recipe, I am using clingstone peaches, which are peaches that have the pulp attached to the pit. And to make things easier, I am using a knife to do so. So what I do is I make a few cuts around the peach, and then using the paring knife and my fingers, I very carefully detach the pulp from the pit. You got to be very careful because that pit is super sharp. Now, if you're able to find freestone peaches, which are peaches where the pulp is not attached to the pit, this step should be a lot easier to do. After we peel them and remove the pits, we're going to cut them into thick slices or large chunks. We're going to place the peach slices in a large bowl, and we're going to add white sugar. We're also going to add brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, which gives it a fantastic flavor, and cornstarch to thicken the syrup. Then with a large spatula, we're going to give it a good toss, and we're going to make sure that all of the peaches are coated well with this mixture. To prepare our baking dish or baking pan, we're going to spray it with either baking spray or cooking spray, and we're going to spray the bottom and the sides of the baking dish. After that, we're going to pour in the peaches and all of that delicious syrup. Now we're going to make the topping. So in a medium bowl, we're going to add all-purpose flour. We're going to add white sugar, brown sugar, a pinch of salt, and some baking powder. And then we're going to give it a stir. To this, we're going to add melted butter. And we're also going to be adding a little bit of vanilla. Now, using a small spatula or a spoon, we're going to give this a really good stir to make sure all of the ingredients are well blended. And now we're going to sprinkle the topping over the peaches, and you can use either your hands or a large spoon to do it. And the last thing I like to do is add a little bit of turbinado sugar. This is completely optional, but it gives it a really nice crunch and a beautiful sparkle. And all we have to do is just sprinkle the top right before baking. We're going to bake it at 350 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes, or until we see that the top has that beautiful golden brown color. We're going to let it rest for a few minutes, and then we can serve it. And to make it even more delicious, I love to serve it with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. And that's your recipe for making a delicious, classic peach cobbler.